Ever wonder what it's like to ride a one-wheel with suspension? In today's video, I'm going to share with you the Kiil Rides suspension kit for the one-wheel, as my daughter, along with a mob of one-wheel fans, and I take it for a test ride and share our thoughts and opinions on the Kiil Rides suspension for the one-wheel. Make sure to stick around to the end to get a sneak peek of another one-wheel innovation called the Overlander Lifters, aka the one-wheel meat hooks.
We're out here testing the Kiil suspension kit right here, and just off the bat we're going down this kind of rutted road with a bunch of bumps and stuff, and it's a huge difference, surprisingly. I mean, I thought the one wheel with its one big fat tire was smooth. This is a game changer. Impressive. You must weigh less, or the one wheel got stronger. What did you think, Evie?
I thought when I rode this one, you could feel like all the little rocks and all the tiny bumps. But when you did that, when we rode that one, then it was so much smoother.
I didn't think it'd make that big of a difference for Evie just because she doesn't weigh very much. But she felt the difference. I felt the difference. It was very impressive. We're just gonna keep riding and testing this. Just even riding on the sidewalk crack, you can tell a difference. So I want you to, Evie, just ride through really quick once to get a feel on the one wheel without suspension, and then give it a try on this one here. Okay, so now that Evie has tried riding the one wheel, she's going to try it with the Kiil Guard one wheel. Give it a shot.
Oh, whoa! You can feel a big difference.
Yeah, right away, right?
Yeah.
There's a huge difference. What was the difference?
Like the cracks, it was a lot smoother. You could hear it through the tire, but like you couldn't feel it.
Yeah, you can still hear it, but even the sound is a little different.
Yeah.
So it seemed like with the one wheel without suspension, every time you go over one of these cracks, it's a little ka-plunk, 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 ka-plunk. And then with the suspension one wheel, it's more of like a thup, 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 thup. In terms of handling the one wheel and riding on the one wheel with the suspension, it's not changing the weight dynamic. It's basically just changing the kind of the chatter that you feel from the road, the bumps.
You could just tell when you were going over those, the lift was just smooth as butter, so easy. It just came up with you.
Yeah. Whereas
with stock, it's like I have to like load and like get ready and like recover better.
Okay.
This, I didn't have to do that.
Man, you were flying. I could not keep up. How was it?
Okay, so I was just telling Tony, right? There was that that like log feature there,
yeah.
And there's that rock kick up on it. Went up it like no problem. Like it was just like right up with it. It like killed the angles perfectly. And then where I normally would have had to bail off that, like I wouldn't have been able to recover on the top narrow part, rode it right out. And then it dropped off the bottom, no problem. Could push it in speed. I just felt really good on it.
So that was Trevin. He is a very experienced one-wheel rider, and it's great to hear his experience. I feel like this setup, it's no substitute for skill, right?
For
so
sure.
If you're an unskilled rider like myself, you're not going to be able to do what Trevin just did. But if you're skilled, I mean, it elevates you to the next level, right?
Thank you for saying that. No, I agree with you. I think, you know, having these can really just give you that extra little bit to be able to push yourself right over the edge to that next level like you're talking about.
A bit of a bounce.
How'd it feel?
It's really good. When you're going up a hill and you're hitting these tiny bumps, like if you unweight and reweight the tire a bunch of times, it's sort of like the acceleration version of ABS, right? Smaller bursts so the wheel can't really spin out. Has no choice but to just grip a little and move on, grip a little and move on. So my guess is that the ability of that spring to kind of do that same thing is also assisting it in gripping up the hill.
Okay, yeah.
That would be my best guess.
Because in order for you to go uphill, you have to be light on your feet, huh? Really
Yeah,
is the
so
key.
But dude, if I go uphill, like I'm basically doing this.
Bouncing up and down.
I'm bouncing up and down, and that's all the spring's doing anyways. I'm surprised by how easy I'm getting up the hill right now.
Yeah, the problem is trying to keep the feet on that.
Is this a legit grab handle?
That's what it is.
That actually feels good.
Yeah.
That's like the easiest way I've ever picked up one wheel.
That's what my kids say.
I made it down to all the same big stuff
That's not the
on
right
my
way to
one
be
wheel,
riding
but when
that.
you land, it's just so rough normally. I feel like on this guy, it's ready for the next drop as soon as you land. Maybe one more.
You're riding
Yeah, go
differently
for it,
than
man.
normally.
Amazing! Woo! That was impressive.
Wow.
That's Sean Anderson. He just started riding last week.
Exactly.
And because
yeah.
of these shocks, he was able to do that. Heel guard.
If you found anything of value in this video, please give me a thumbs up. It's the best way to support me so I can keep bringing you fresh PEV content. The community has been fiending for one-wheel innovation for years now, and the Kiil Rides suspension could be that innovation you're looking for. If you want to elevate your ride with one-wheel suspension and you enjoy projects that require you to take apart your board, you will love the Kiil Rides suspension. Check out my full review at my blog, oneradwheel.com. Looking for more innovation? As I said at the beginning of this video, here's a quick look at the one-wheel meat hooks, more formally known as the Alpha Omega Overlander lifters.
Woo! So for the folks at home, I just want to show you, it's pretty easy to bail out of that. I didn't go with my wheel down, I just walked right out of it.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are worried about with the Alpha Omega lifters is that they're gonna, be too committed. You're not gonna be able to get out, you're gonna fall on the wheel, or you're gonna hurt yourself. But for me, I got the extra flight fin on here. I even have a little bit less purchase room than most people would with these. And so if you can move your foot around the wheel, and it's like you said earlier with the Kiil Rides, the suspension is gonna help that rider get to the next level. This is the same kind of thing. It's gonna help that rider get to the next level. And so when you're ready for it, do it. It's not for someone just busting this out of the box and starting out. This is for somebody who wants to have a little bit more control, feel the flow, and have that full control of the board on the trails.
Okay.
The meat hooks.
There you go. Meat hooks.
Yes, sir.
Woo!